FHA SFR Appraising Handbook 4000.1, page 48. The following table illustrates property conditions under which an appraisal condition must be made. Report conclusion. Appraisal condition. 1. There is/are no repairs, alterations, or inspection conditions noted by the appraiser. 2. Establishing the as-is value for a 203K. 3. The property is being recommended for rejection. 4. Intended use is for pre-foreclosure sale, PFS, in accordance with 24 CFR 203.370, or claims without conveyance of title, CWCOT, at 24 CFR 203.368. 5. Intended use is for real estate owned, REO, in accordance with 24 CFR 291.100. Appraisal condition as is. 1. Proposed construction where construction has not started. 2. Under construction but not yet complete, less than 90%. 3. Certain section 203K rehabilitation mortgagees depending on scope of work, subject to completion per plans and specifications. 1. Repair or alteration conditions noted by the appraiser to protect the health and safety of the occupants, protect the security of the property, correct physical deficiencies or conditions affecting structural integrity. 2. Certain section 203K rehabilitation mortgagees depending on scope of work. 3. Under construction, more than 90% complete with only minor finish work remaining. Buyer preference items, for instance, floor coverings, appliances, fixtures, landscaping, etc. This eliminates the need for plans and specifications, subject to following repairs or alterations. Required inspections. To meet HUD's minimum property requirements and minimum property standards as noted by appraiser, subject to the following required inspection. Valuation development. A. Standard. There are 3 valuation approaches as applied to 1 to 4 residential unit properties: sales comparison approach, cost approach, and income approach to value. B. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must obtain credible and verifiable data to support the application of the 3 approaches to value. Page 49. The appraiser must perform a thorough analysis of the characteristics of the market, including the supply of properties that would compete with the subject and corresponding demand. The appraiser must perform a highest and best use of the property, using all 4 tests, and report the results of that analysis. C. FHA data requirements for the subject and comparable properties. The appraiser must verify the characteristics of the transaction, such as sale price, date, seller concessions, conditions of sale, and characteristics of the comparable property at the time of sale through reliable data sources. The appraiser must verify transactional data via public records and the parties to the transaction, agents, buyers, sellers, mortgagees, or other parties with relevant information. If the sale cannot be verified by a party to the transaction, the appraiser may rely on public records or another verifiable impartial source. MLS records and property site visits alone are not acceptable verification sources. D. Effective age and remaining economic life. 1. Standard. The effective age reflects the condition of a property relative to similar competitive properties. The effective age may be greater than, less than, or equal to the actual age. Any significant differences between the actual and effective age requires an explanation. 2. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must state the remaining economic life as a single number or as a range for all property types, including condominiums. The appraiser must provide an explanation if the remaining economic life is less than 30 years. The appraiser must apply the appropriate technique to estimate the economic life of the subject and not just report a number without analysis. E. Approaches to value. The appraiser must consider and attempt all approaches to value and must develop and reconcile each approach that is relevant. 1. Cost approach to value. The appraiser may use any of the credible and recognized methods to complete the cost approach: unit in place, segregated costs, price per unit, detailed builder's cost method, or any other credible source that has been duplicated by the reader.